Eastman Johnson exhibited the Old Stagecoach in 1871. He was entering the height of his career. His picturesque scenes of rural youth and laborers found popularity with nostalgic collectors. Johnson painted this work on Nantucket, an island off the coast of Massachusetts where he had a summer studio. The artist used local children for models and based the stagecoach on sketches he had made of an abandoned carriage. There are, however, moral undertones. Johnson gave the stagecoach the provocative title Mayflower, the name of the ship that brought the Pilgrims to Massachusetts in 1620. By doing this, the artist seemed to suggest that children would revive the wreckage of the colonial past. At the same time, the young African-American girl yoked to the front of the coach evokes the racial disharmony that followed the close of the Civil War only 6 years earlier.
Seeing the way that people traveled during the carriage era makes the perils of long-distance driving today seem like a luxury. Perhaps the most well-known vehicle used for travel during this era was the stagecoach. There were a few different vehicles that fit the criteria to be termed a stagecoach. The Western passenger wagon was used on the worst trails. Its relatively lightweight design made it easier to pull through the deep mud, therefore gaining the nickname the mud wagon. Other examples of stagecoaches are the hotel coach, which is considered by many to be the ancestor to the limousine. The classic Concord stagecoach, featured in many Western movies, was primarily used as public transportation, much like the Greyhound bus today. The name stagecoach derives from the way that these vehicles traveled. Because of limitations of horses and their ability to pull about 10 to 15 miles in a day, coaches had to break down their journey into stages. Many of the small towns across North America developed from a single business that was set up as a resting place or a staging area between bigger cities or towns. Travel between Edmonton and Calgary, a distance of 300 kilometers, takes approximately 3 hours today. That same journey during the carriage era would have taken approximately 36 hours on a stagecoach. The stagecoach made use of a unique type of suspension called leather throw bracing, which connected the body to the frame using leather straps. This made traveling over the rough prairies much smoother than the typical.
Jonathan Eastman Johnson was an American painter and co-founder of the Metropolitan Museum of Art, New York City, with his name inscribed at its entrance. He was best known for his genre paintings, paintings of scenes from everyday life, and his portraits both of everyday people and prominent Americans.